And we're back with lesson 4, double crochets. I want to take a second and say a couple things. First off, if you go to singles and you feel like you're having a hard time, go back and forth and do a whole bunch of rows of singles. Get yourself familiar first. Then come back and do half doubles and do a couple rows of them. This is just me showing you. You can build as much as you want. This is not a pattern. Okay? Also, I said turn a couple times in my last video. So I wanted to really explain what turning is. I am right-handed, so my hook always faces this direction. But once I'm at the end, I can't continue unless I were to push it back like a typewriter. Unless I turn it over. So what we do usually to turn it over, you're at the end of a stitch here. I'll just do that stitch again. This is a half double from the last video. So we yarn over, we go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and we pull through all 3. Okay? So, to turn from here, you're going to yarn over and pull through. That's called a chain. And then you're just simply going to turn it over. And then we're going to work in these top loops here. And then when we get to the end, we'll chain and flip it over again. And you'll just keep flipping it over back and forth until you get as tall as you need it to be. Some patterns will go around and around and around. This one we're going back and forth. Okay, so let's get back to this. Second topic here, we're going to talk about double crochets. So now, double crochets are 2 times as high as the singles and the half doubles were. So to account for that, we're going to chain 2 at the end rather than just the 1. Like we did when we turned before. We chained 1 and then we did a stitch as high as 1. So a double is 2, so we chain 2. And then we're going to turn. And then, I'm sure you can see there, we kind of have a good line of holes right across the top. That is exactly where we're going to work. So, to do a double, we're going to yarn over, like we did a half. Go into the stitch, grab my yarn, pull up a loop. So, just like halves, we have 3 loops. To do a double, we're going to yarn over and only pull through 2. And then we'll yarn over and we'll pull through the other 2. Okay, I'll do it again. We're going to yarn over before going in the stitch, then we'll go in, we'll yarn over, so we have 3 loops, just like we did on halves. We'll yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, again, yarn over, into the hole, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. I will tell you guys that this is the most common stitch I use in almost every pattern, are these doubles. So once you master a double, you can do anything pretty much. Okay, so I'm just going to do a couple here. My string is tangled. Those are all signs I'm an amateur and not a pro. I am not teaching you for any specific reason other than I can basically do the bare minimum, and I thought I would share. Okay, so those are doubles. You see how they're taller and spaced out more like ladder rungs than these singles down here, and they're nice and tight and compact. Okay, so those are doubles. Alrighty guys, thanks.